Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all doing very well. Today, grade 3, we are going to work on our reading skill. So, we are going to read on page 61. This is a myth, and as we said, the myth is something that didn't really happen, but it tells us a story. This is also something we call a fable, and I am going to write what these two mean. So if you look at my screen here, you can see that the word myth, it means story or a made-up story. Made-up story. It can't happen in the real world, but it tells a wisdom. It tells something that we need to learn from life. And the other word that we need to know about this story is that this story is also a fable. And a fable is a story. It's a story that has animals or things talking. So in this story we will see things that talk, and we know that they do not usually or normally talk. So this is what we will learn today. I will start by reading this story, and I would like you to practice reading at home. And you can pause this video, you can go back to this video again if you feel like you don't really know how to read it very well yet. So you can practice and practice, and as we always say, practice makes perfect. So we will start now. Page 61, The Wind and the Sun. This story is one of Aesop's fable, and it is also told by the Akan people of Ghana. One day long ago, the wind and the sun had an argument. "I am the strongest and most important force in the weather," said the wind, who was quite a boastful character. "I disagree," said the sun. "Each of us has an important job to do. We are equal." But the wind was stubborn. "I agree that all weather is important and strong," exclaimed the wind, "but I am the strongest of all." So they decided to have a competition to prove who was stronger. "You see that man walking down the road? Which one of us can get the man to take his jacket off? That person will be the strongest weather," declared wind. The wind began. He blew strong gusts of air at the man. The man could hardly walk because the wind was so strong. But he didn't take his jacket off. In fact, he clutched it more tightly around his body. The wind blew and blew and blew until he was exhausted. Then it was the sun's turn. The sun gently shone down on the man. He soon took off his jacket, then his shoes, and then his socks. Then he went to find a shady tree. The wind was very angry that he had lost the competition. But the sun said, "Remember, we are all strong and we each have a job to do. I need to warm up the earth so that people are not cold and the crops can grow. You need to blow the clouds across the sky when there is too much rain and create a breeze when it gets very hot. We are a team and we should work together." So this is the text. I have just read that. You can pause this video, go back and read it, practice to read this text. I have some words that I would like you to focus on, and we are going to start with some of these words. We agreed that these are important here. These are important definitions that we need to know their meanings. However, we have vocabulary that we need to remember and learn. So the first word that I would like to discuss with you is here's the word, or here are the words that we need to study now. Vocabulary. The first word is hold on. Yes, an argument. So the first one is argument. An argument means fight. So the argument means fight. When two friends have a fight, or when they talk intensely at each other, this is what an argument is. The second word we have is quite. And this word here, it means very. It means very. The third one is the word boastful. And the word boastful, it means someone who's a show off, somebody who's a show off and wants to show people that he's the best and the strongest and so on. The next one is the word equal. And equal, it means the same. And the word number 5 is stubborn. And the word stubborn means someone who doesn't listen. So let's say someone who doesn't listen. A stubborn person would just want to do whatever they want. They don't like to listen to others. They don't want to listen to others' opinions and so on. And exclaimed. We have the word exclaimed. To exclaim something means to say it with a loud voice. So here we can say exclaimed, said in a loud voice. So it didn't. The wind here didn't talk normally. It exclaimed. It was angry when it exclaimed, "But I'm the strongest of all." This is an exclamation, which means to say in a very loud voice. And a competition. A competition means a game that people can win or lose. Declared. Declared means said. Said confidently, or to say something. And gusts. A gust means a buff. A gust of air means like a blow of air or buff of air, like the air moving. We also have clutched. So clutched means to hold strongly, to hold something very strongly, very tightly. And we also have the word tightly, which means closely, very close, not far away. And number 12 is the word exhausted. At the end, when the man had his fight with the wind, he felt exhausted. And exhausted means tired. Or I would say very tired. Very tired. We have more words here, like gently. And the word gently means very softly. Very softly. We also have the word breeze. And this is the last one. Breeze means flow of air or the wind. Or let's say soft wind, very soft wind. So these are the words that I would like you to remember and to study. I might quiz you later with these words, and I will see how you would do with that. Make things very easy for you, and I'll make sure that you understand the lesson very well. Now, before we finish this lesson, I would like to assign some homework. So the first one is on page 61. If you go back one page here, as you can see here, we have verbs here. So we have the verbs here, and all of these verbs are irregular verbs. We need to write them in the past tense. Now, when we change them to the past tense, remember, because they are irregular, we can't add ed to the verb. So we have to find the form of the verb. We can Google it. We can check our dictionary to see the past of these verbs. So, for example, become is the present. What is the past of become? Yes, it is became, and so on. So this is how you should do the exercise. Do it on your notebook, please. Okay, do it on your notebook. And exercise 2, we have to answer the questions. I will explain the questions so you can answer them more easily at home. The first one is, who are the main characters in the story? And if you remember grade 3, we said that characters are... Yes, characters are the people talking in the story. That is correct. So they are the people talking in the story. And we also have, sorry that I'm drinking coffee. It's not allowed in the classroom. What was the, question B, what was the argument about? So why were they fighting? You have to find out the reason why they were fighting. And then what they decide to do in C, in question C. What did the characters decide to do? They decided they wanted to do something. They wanted to do something. What was that thing? And who won the competition? Who was the winner? And who was angry about the result of the competition? Somebody was angry at the end. And F, what lesson can we learn from this story? Choose the best answer. So you have 2-1. You have two answers here. The first one is the one who shouts the loudest always wins. And the second one, gentle persuasion is stronger than force. So the word, if you don't know the meaning of this word, the word persuasion is means like to talk gently to people and to talk logically and try to express your opinion and listen to others' opinions. Okay, so I would like you to answer exercise 2 here on page 62 as well. I would like you to answer it at in your notebook. It's very important, just like exercise the exercise before it. This is the second thing that I would like you to do. The third thing that I would like you to do is, and you will have a lot of time to do that, so don't worry. You don't have to do that in 5 minutes, okay? You can do it like every day. I will write what you should do here. So you can have all the things ready at the end. The thing that I would like you to do is to read the story. After you practice reading with me, you are going to read this story, record it, and send it to me by email. And by the way, I'm very happy that a lot of you have sent me emails doing the homework, and this makes me very proud. It makes me very happy, and I would like to see more homework coming from you. I will try to reply to your emails and to give you feedback and to thank you as soon as possible. Okay, so what you need to do is to record yourself reading. Don't worry if you make mistakes. You don't have to keep repeating and stopping and erasing and recording again. Don't do that. Don't think about that. What you need to do is to prepare very well, to be very confident, and to read this story. What I would like you to read is only this section here. only this page, not the whole thing. Just practice this section on page 61. Don't prepare the other one, okay? Just this section here. So this is what you need to prepare, okay? Let's if the homework, if you think the homework, I'm going to write all the things you need to do, and then I'm going to discuss it with you. So this is homework number 1, exercise. Spelling, exercise spelling, page 61. This is the first thing. The second thing is exercise 2. On page 62. The third thing that I would like you to do, of course, these, it's very important. These are in your notebook. This is very important in your notebook. Very, very important, please, guys. So when you come back, I can take a look at it and thank you for your hard work. Okay. Number 3, record yourself. You can use any recorder, and after you record it, you can share it via email. It should be very easy for you to do. You are very good with sending emails, so I guess you can do this one. Record yourself. No videos, please. Just the audio, okay? Just the audio. Record yourself reading the page 61 of the story, and this should only be audio. So this is audio only, and then send it by email. Okay, here is something that I would like you to do if you have the time. I would like you to write a story like this one. A story that talks about it's a fable. I want it to be a fable. And if you remember, a fable should be a made-up story. So it is a myth first. Like I want it to be a myth, which is something that is made up, that tells a wisdom, that tells a moral or a life lesson. And I want it to be a fable. So I don't want to like a boy or a girl talking. I want animals to be talking or things to be talking in your story. Okay, use your imagination. I don't want to see characters that are humans, because we already know how to write these stories. We need to write stories in which animals talk or the things talk, and this needs you to think very hard, and to also, after you think about this, you need to use your imagination and write it. It should be very, very short story. So maybe, let's say, no more than 70 words. Write short story, or let's say a fable. This is very important. A fable. And this fable, we know what a fable is. It's a story that has animals or things talking. And this story, this is very important. Okay, and maximum let's say 60 or 70 words maximum. And this also should be in your notebook. This is very, very, very important. Okay, so this is what you need to do. And all of these things should be in your notebook. This is very, very important, please. And I enjoyed recording this lesson for you, and hopefully we will meet very soon. I miss you very much, and I hope you keep up the hard work. Thank you very much for the hard work you're sending me through email. I enjoy writing me like a short paragraph about yourself when you send the email. Tell me what you're doing, and if you have anything that you want me to do for you, anything that I can help with, please tell me. Thank you very much, and have a nice day. Thank you.